another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 20 of season 3. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. Please remember to get voting on your most liked and disliked characters in the description below, and we will review those results at the end of the season, where I will cast mine as well and we'll reflect on everything that has happened. So, you know, last episode's absolutely crazy. We got 2 deaths. I mean, obviously on the just visualize seeing it straight away, it's 2 deaths. And we've got Camille, who sadly finally passed, and then we've got Davina, mate, who was killed by Kol at the end of the episode. Who's seen that one coming? You know, that is crazy. What a twist. So very interesting. Now obviously we'll go with Camille. She was bitten by Lucien in episode, I think it was 18. And she shown KLAUS it here in episode 19. Now, we did see when he first bit Finn that they couldn't cure it. You know, they tried it, they used KLAUS's blood, didn't work. You know, we was told that he's now, Lucien has took a serum that has been manufactured by using 7 of the werewolf packs, and pretty much KLAUS is one, Haley's the other, and obviously KLAUS could heal it, but you know, he's superior now, he's way superior, Lucien, and he was saying to Davina in the episode that the ancestors, they're on his side, and there is no loophole, there is no cure. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's always seems to be a loophole and a cure every now and then in obviously the originals and the Vampire Diaries, but he's saying he's made sure that there's nothing, and the vampire his werewolf bite is lethal and you will die, and we've seen it. He bit Finn, didn't a couple of episodes ago, and he is actually passed away. Madness. And now obviously bit Camille, she was wasting away as well slowly this episode, but it was this episode she did pass. So we've seen how fast that the infection spreads. You know, no matter what they was doing, it just didn't work for her. And do you know what? It was a very sad episode, and I'm absolutely devastated that it looks like she's possibly died now. I really like was hardcore team Camille and KLAUS me. Like, I wanted it all the way till the end. I just loved how they teased us this whole time, and then we got the kiss and it was great, and then we got her killing herself, which was like, oh my god. And then she transitioned over and I was like, oh, you're kind of annoying, like, you've transitioned. And then we jumped back into like being together again, and then she told him she loved him last episode. You know, life's too short, she thinks he's gonna die. I love you, KLAUS. And he's like, look, mate, I'll tell, you know, tell me tomorrow, you know, I'll tell you tomorrow that I love you. And he, you know, they was doing everything they could. They actually they extracted Lucien's blood, obviously, from Camille's house, because she managed to throw like a star at him. Do you remember one of them ones that slits you all over? That's pretty good, that star. You know, we've seen it used before. And obviously blood was all over the floor. Vincent went to the house. He was doing his magic. He was pulling the blood up and dropping it into like a bucket. And the ancestors weren't happy again, man. He was interfering. Marcel was there as well. He was seeing what was going on. And obviously he was saying that they're not happy that he's going against them. He's working with the Michaelsons, and obviously they want to get rid of them. So every time he does magic or every time he does something, they're always going to try and hurt him and get at him. You know, these ancestors, man, they need taking down real bad. And, you know, like, speaking of them, we also found out that the reason why Kol is in the state that he's in, you know, like, wants to kill everybody, is not just because of who he was in the past. Obviously, he did love, like, the Thirst of Blood and the attack, but more so that the consequence of Davina bringing him back was they got involved with the process, and pretty much it was like, look, you can come back if you do one thing for us, and that one thing is you got to kill Davina Claire. You know, they don't like Davina as well. It seems to me that anybody that disagrees with what the ancestor wants, they try and wipe them out, you know, and that is the reason why I'm actually a big fan of Vincent. I was actually a big fan of Davina trying to take them down as well, you know, like, whether I'm a massive fan of Davina in singular character, the fact that she wanted to go out after the ancestors, I was all for that storyline. And I'm actually still all for the storyline, because I actually feel like because she has died, that I actually don't think, with Camille, I'm 50-50. I have no idea if she's going to be back in the series or not. I actually don't know that. I feel like it could be like one of those, oh my god, like she's gone forever, where Davina, I actually think that she is going to be back in the series, and I feel like she's going to die and go to wherever the ancestors are, and she's going to fight there and destroy them from the inside, maybe helping Vincent and Freya if she decides to join the team. So, I mean, that's really exciting. Also, Davina dying, it gives me a little bit of hope that Camille is possibly got a chance that she's still back, you know. So, I mean, I'm clinging on to that. Every little bit, like, every little thread, every little, like, possibility I am clutching. I really, really badly wanted to still be in the show. Now, we've seen it. Cole, he done the right thing. He tried to leave New Orleans. It didn't happen. You know, as soon as he crossed the border, he started desiccating. He come back. He's told Davina that, and he said, look, the only way that I can protect myself and you and everybody around is you got to dagger me. And he dipped it in the ash, and she actually daggered him. Got to say fair play. I'm going to give you a clap that, because it's the first time that you've done something very honourable. You know, that's very noble, and you've done it to protect everybody else. And obviously, he was saying he loves her as well, and he took her down. Now, something mad was going on, and like, they started causing loads of chaos. It looks like the ancestors was causing chaos. It's like an earthquake was going on, like in the graveyard. Like, all the things were smashing. Lucien was loving it. He was smiling, just sipping his drink. Everyone else was panicking, he wasn't. And the dagger was slowly coming out of Cole, and it disappeared. When Davina turned around, Cole wasn't there, and then boom, pumped in, mate, bit her neck, and obviously killed her. And that is how we ended the episode with Davina. So that's crazy. That's how she died. Obviously, once he killed her, he come, he snapped back in the room, and he's like, "Oh my god, mate, what have I done?" Do you know what I mean? He was literally possessed from the ancestors, making him do this. You know, like, so I mean, they need to get took down. I'm excited for that. Obviously, like I said, Camille died. They give her a good send off. They always give a fantastic send off, and I feel like when they do get a real good send off, we don't really see them coming back. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rick got one, and then he was gone for like 2-3 seasons, and then he come back. But we haven't got that many seasons for the the originals have, where we got this and 2 more. Well, pretty much season 4 and 5 now, because this is nearly over, you know. So I'm clutching at straws that she's still in here. KLAUS gave her a good send-off, did tell her he loved her as well. It was really nice, you know. His acting's been great. He's dead emotional. And I think Haley's been an absolute trooper this season as well. Big fan of Haley. You know, to be honest, I haven't got much dislike to say against most characters. I think that my most disliked character this season is going to be a tough one. I think it's just going to be more of actions that a character has done more than my dislike to somebody. You know, like, sometimes I watch it and I think, oh god, mate, I literally hate you, like, I'm voting you. But this season I haven't actually got that, so I'm going to have to, like, strategically think who has done a few things that have actually annoyed me, or, you know, like, some of the actions that has resulted in a consequence that I dislike. That's probably what I'm going to base my dislike character on, not I absolutely really dislike you as a person. I definitely know who I'm going to pick for my most liked character. You know, if you've been obviously like keeping track, had a great season, and I think they fully deserve it. But thanks for clicking on my video today. You'll see my results in the finale. Make sure you get yours done in the description below. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. I feel sorry for him, man. Marcel's the worst one to find him.
What are you doing here?
The ancestors had a hold of me. I was out of my head. I made her dagger me. Nothing worked. I loved her. I swear I did.
Well, interesting. You could tell that he definitely didn't want to do it.
This is New Orleans. Witch spirits can be brought back from the dead, so that is exactly what we are going to do.
That's why I said it kind of gives me hope that Camille's coming back, even though I do think she's dead.
I think that we should do something about the body, about Cammy.
She's gone. There's no time to sing dirges. We're at war.
Good news, Freya. I think I found a spell that'll draw together all the serum that Aurora took.
In the meantime, I think I may have finally found a way to kill Lucien. Only the witch who cast the spell could undo it. You created the serum, therefore, according to my mother, you can turn Lucien back.
I don't know, man. I think it's a good thing to try.
All right, I'll be back.
Freya, when we said no rest for the wicked, I certainly didn't expect you to...
I'm up against centuries of dead witches. I'll rest once I've sent them all running back to hell.
I've got to say, how good is Freya? Like, I know that she's not really involved in much of the action, but the reason why I really enjoy her is because, like, they give me the information that I know that she's consistently working to help them, and that is, like, I enjoy that. I've always said, literally, since day one, I wanted a witch on the Michelson side. Every time you have a witch, it's always against him. I wanted somebody here as a team player. She's a massive team player, literally. I know last season I was like, I was 50-50 one. Like, literally, I didn't know if she was good or bad, and I didn't even know if I liked her. This season, I love her. Like, she's been sick, and like I said, man, the fact that she is a hardcore team player, when people are resting, she's still fighting. You know what I mean? Even when she's losing, she's still not giving up. Like, she gets stabbed. Do you remember when Aya come next day? Boom, she's fighting again, you know? She went to help Rebecca, snapped the neck, attacked again next day. Boom, straight away fighting as soon as she woke up. So I love her, me. I think she's well good.
The ancestors despise Davina. If we consecrate her, she'll wake up in their domain and they will destroy her.
Consecrated, but she's got to be safe, so we're going to pull her into a place where she's protected.
You think my family's going to help? Nick hates Davina.
This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for your family.
Prepare her body.
Come with me.
It is true. If I was Klaus, I wouldn't help. I actually wouldn't.
Just wondering why you had your friends bring me here if you were just gonna pick out man jewelry. Deed to the place they put it in the sister's name. You can't get in unless she invites you. If killing his girlfriend didn't get him out of the house, I don't know what will.
I'm going to kill his other sister.
Today, I need your help.
And you shall have it.
Oh, look at that, mate. He's turning a new leaf, family, mate. He's going after the love. Try and embrace it.
My daddy used to tell us that the ancestors linger on to give us a safe place to land. But if they're responsible for taking you, maybe death does something to us. Twists us all up into something ugly. That ain't gonna happen to you.
I'll need to channel an original if I'm going to sustain the spell.
Oh, take me. Put me down for all I care for keeps her safe.
No, you've been marred by the ancestors' magic. A New Orleans witch is trying to meddle with one of you.
Lucien has the new regent at his beck and call.
He's going after Rebecca.
On these cards. I always think that you should never show your cards. Is that right? Like, I would never say, look, I'm coming after you, Rebecca. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would strike in, like, without them knowing. Like, it's just like when Dahlia, she's like, look, mate, you got until 12 o'clock tonight and I'm coming after you. Do you know what I mean? You give them a time frame, they know. And yeah, I always think it's best to do but unexpected. Now they know, like we're going to have to go and get Rebecca, we're going to do this and that, let's get some protection around her. You know, I think it would be best if you just went in unexpected.
He's kicking hornets' nests until we have no choice but to confront him.
It's not safe out there.
Well, what then? Are we to sit here and play cards until Lucien slides Rebecca's bitten corpse down the hall?
Tell me where she is. Unless you expect me to stay here and leave our sister entirely defenseless.
Expect you to prevent Kol from suffering the same loss that I did.
That was good from Klaus, but I do think she should be better if she was in the house, because if she was, it'd be the same situation with Klaus.
It's gonna go down. You're gonna tell me that I can't come, and then I'm gonna tell you that I love Rebecca too. Unless you want to be delayed by an angry werewolf grandma with a shotgun, you should just admit that you need me.
I'll drive.
They got so much better.
Tell Vincent to begin the consecration. We have such plans for you. There will be nothing left of you.
Whoa, what the hell, mate? That's mad. Look how small her hand is compared to it. That was good. Do you know what, right? Literally, I understand, like, I physically understand the storyline between Davina and the ancestors, but what baffles me is, like, they're so mad at her because she didn't want to sacrifice and get herself killed. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what's mad, because if you look at everybody who actually did do that, they come out of it worse regardless of who they was. Do you know what I mean? Like, was it Monique come back? She was an absolute bitch, mate. Literally. You know, she thought she was an absolute bee's knees and she got dominated later on after she killed, obviously, the Sulphur. So it's mad. So I'm on Davina's side. Actually, I'm like, they slowly transitioned me over into, like, Team Davina. Only against the witches, though. But yeah, I've never really been a fan of, like, most of the storylines, but this one, I actually really dislike the ancestors, like, big time. I'm so glad that she got Haley to go and smoke that woman off, because every time I've seen her, she's stressed me out as well. So yeah, I can't wait for her son to die. Literally, I hope he gets a gruesome death just as much as, like, a mum got one.
I don't need advice on healthy mourning from the girl who kept her husband's rotting heart in a box, thank you. Grief are not the same. Your husband is dead. It hurts, but we both know the person you share a true connection with is still breathing.
The witch I had assassinated, she was there. She tried to magically mark me.
Did she have a dark green stone? They tried to use it on me, but my vampire soul was too stained for their magic to work. Like, that stone is your ancestor's greatest punishment.
She did get marked though, didn't she? It's on her head right there.
We'll have the magic to resurrect you soon.
Do you know what? I'm actually really happy we brought this Kol back. Like, I just think it makes the show so much better having one extra character.
I can make Lucien killable again. I'll have to draw through Davina while she's in the ancestral well. And to do that, I will have to break the circle that protects her. What the hell do we do?
From my perspective, Davina's has done more bad than good to the Michelsons. So, if there's a chance that we can kill the world's most deadliest weapon, for example, save my family, while also saving myself, because obviously he's after the Michelsons, and there's a small possibility that Davina will still be alive as well. She never confirmed that she's definitely going to die. She's just saying that, you know, they're going to have to draw through her. She's going to be weaker. She's going to be in a place where she could possibly be attacked. You know, it's a sacrifice. We're going to have to risk her safety to take out the major enemy. Now, in terms of like, if it was maybe like Rebecca, for example, then it'd be a much more tougher situation for me, because, you know, that's somebody that I really care about. But if you look at all the things that Davina has done to the Michelsons, yeah, although justified, she's done more, well, yeah, like most of the stuff that she's done has been negatively impacting them. She was the one that even extracted KLAUS's sideline away. So, I mean, I'm surprised that they're actually showing so much concern for her.
And Freya is certain this power will be enough to kill Lucian.
We'd be placing Davina in terrible danger.
Find another way.
Look at that, that's shocking.
If we destroy Davina, we lose both Kol and Marcel. I won't have us all turning on each other.
He's definitely turned a new leaf. Look at him.
She's not buried in any ocean. My magic tells me she's close by.
You did a nice thing today, KLAUS, for Davina, who you hate. Or maybe you knew that Kemi cared about her and would have wanted you to fight for her.
And my brother's immortality suddenly seems quite fragile. Talk to him.
Oh, that's true.
Stop wasting your time.
Yo, mate, I'm loving this side of KLAUS. Literally, he's saying that he's doing all the right things. Like, he's being a good person as well as going after, like, the main threat.
Are you a murderer for hire now? I know. I'm not supposed to be in the cemetery. This community betrayed itself. I mean, look at you. I bet your mama's real proud. Van, you have no clue what sort of trouble you're in, man.
What if he doesn't?
He does.
The Strix tell me that Lucien is headed to the bio.
Don't leave, Elijah.
He knows where Rebecca is.
The only way to get the power I need to kill Lucian is to use Davina.
The ancestors hate me because of choices that I made. I'm not a kid. What were you supposed to do? Lock me in an attic and keep the world at bay forever? Thank you for saving me that first time.
That's nice.
Forgive me, Marcel.
Check this, man. This music's making it well, guys. I'm sweating me.
It had to be done.
I don't think he's dead though. I do think Davina's. I feel like Davina's really strong. Like, and I feel like she's underestimated. Like, not in terms of by these, because they know like every time she seemed to have won against the Michelsons, but I kind of feel like the ancestors, they feel like they could just dominate her. But I actually feel like she's much stronger than they anticipate, and I feel like they're going to do stuff to her. Kind of like when a vampire gets absolutely tortured and they still don't speak. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's going to be Davina, as in, like, she's going to get dominated, but I feel like she's going to fight. Like, she's a proper fighter. And I don't think Davina's going, like I said at the start, I feel like Camille may possibly have gone. I'm not seeing it with Davina. I'm actually not. I feel like she... well, we need witches, don't we? And I mean, I wouldn't say she's a good witch, but we need some more. Or we've just got just the right amount now with Davina, Vincent, and Freya. You know, like, we don't need too many, and we don't need to change her either. So, like, having a storyline against them and against the ancestors is interesting to me. Looks really good. That looked really good. All those blue beams or whatever was going on. So yeah, I'm excited now.
Freya took Davina down somehow.
My brother, why would you do that?
Forget about that. We need to resurrect Davina now.
Haley's gone, mate.
I was hoping to run into you. Come now, it's no fun if it's easy.
Haven't you learned yet, Nick? I am finally your superior in every way.
It's actually exciting.
I can smell it. The stench of fear.
Who's put this woman in charge out of everyone? Come on, boys, save her.
Respire la vie corpore. Respire la vie corpore.
Wake up, come on, wake up.
Corpore. The ancestors got to her first.
Where the bloody hell is she?
Again, man, it's good. Making it look like she's gone. You know what I mean? Imagine that, though. Imagine if she is gone. We'd have Jackson, Finn, what is it? Literally Camille and her as well, Davina. Mad. 4 deaths of, like, big characters in one season. But I refuse to believe it, though. I actually feel like Davina, she's got a massive part to play in taking them down.
I am not the villain of this fairy tale you've conjured.
Is Elijah gonna show up?
You people destroy everything you touch.
How's it been flipped onto the Michelsons? That literally, it was clearly the ancestors. She even told you that before, Marcel. Like, it's the witches, all of them. I'm not having hear this going either.
Was I not clear when I murdered Finn and Camille? I don't care who died. Get on your knees.
Oh, look at that.
His power's gone.
You can kill me, but the prophecy still stands. You cannot outrun it.
Became a man of wealth and stature, but you never could crawl from my shadow.
Hey, that was sick. So that's Aurora left. There's still one. There's still one with all them powers. There's still one. Now, I've got to give KLAUS so much credit this episode. Now, after losing Camille last one, he's absolutely took whatever she said to him and steam fucking rolled ahead, mate. Bending the knee, showing compassion towards like even people that he doesn't like, you know, saying the right things, doing the right things, protecting people. He's had a great episode, KLAUS. I was about to say that, mate. You gotta burn him.
Camille liked the Preservation Hall jazz band. Let's let Lucien burn alone.
What an episode.
Should get back to Kol and Marcel.
Close. Something you need to know.
Marcel better not finish this prophecy. I would have got it right at the start.
I left my friends in the dust because that's what you needed. I did everything.
Oh, they were right about you. Yeah. Anybody who's not your family is nothing to you.
So as you are family.
No, I'm not.
What's up?
No!
I actually have no idea how he's flipped it to the Michelsons. To me, it makes no sense. Davina even told him who it was.
Davina wouldn't have wanted you dead.
But I do. That's it, mate. Take him out.
You destroyed somebody good today in order to save people who've had more than their share of lifetime.
I had to preserve my family. I couldn't just
Stop, Freya! It's just as much of a bloodsucker as the rest of them.
They're all going against him. What are we on? Episode 20? There's 2 left of this season. Who's going to be the bad guy in the last 2 episodes? I do love these 2.
And yet, to do right by Camille, we sacrificed someone she cared about. There is no victory to celebrate today.
You may have sired him, but you did not create that monster.
Right. It is interesting.
What happened to Cammy, what happened to Davina, cannot go unanswered. I don't like vampires. I don't like you. Same stuff that made Lucien. I extracted it from Aurora's heart. Only this time, you be the thing that they fear. New Orleans is our home, Marcel. And it's time we took it back.
I'd take it anyway, even if I didn't plan to attack them, I would take it. Why would you not? One of them, why would you not? Now, right. Do I get a win for that? Do I get a W? Literally, I'm taking that as a big W, me. Like, I said it was Marcel in like episode 2 or something of this season. I said Marcel is the guy that's coming to take the Michelsons down. Now, obviously, we're all the way at episode 20 now, and it's still not happened. But if it does happen, or he tries, I'm taking that as a massive win. I am, because like I would have guessed it right, even if it was Lucien for a bit. Still would have guessed it, and then so I'm taking that as a big win. Now, in terms of, I don't understand how he's blaming the Michelsons. I actually don't. Like, I've watched the show, like you. I understand that they've had the hand in a bit of all the pies. Now, Davina, whatever has happened to Davina has happened because of the witches and her own choices. It's not because of the Michelsons, yeah, and it's nothing to do with KLAUS, Elijah, Rebecca, or Kol, or Finn, or Freya. It is literally decisions that you made, actually, because you interfered with Davina's sacrifice, which is the catalyst of everything that's happened to Davina after that. So you interfered, you made them the enemies, you made them against Davina and everybody else. You was the one that started the fight against all the witches in New Orleans, yeah? So you're the reason this is going on. She's the reason that what happened to her because she become regent, she done all this and that and X, Y, Z. Now, I'm not slagging any of that off. But what I'm saying is I can't physically see anywhere where what's happened to either of them is anything to do with KLAUS and all that and the Michelsons. Now, yeah, you can say, oh, Kol killed her. Yeah, he did. But it could have been any vampire, yeah, because he was possessed. He was taken over, and it could have been anyone. Didn't specifically have to be a Michelson, but it was just that he was the closest one to her. And, you know, so, again, I am not blaming Kol at all, and I think that what's happening to Davina is because of Davina and because of you, Marcel. Now, in terms of you taking that and we get another side, kind of like Lucien, I'm kind of excited because I think Marcel's an absolutely great actor. And I did say, when people take it, who could take it, I left Marcel's name out of it. I didn't expect somebody outside the villains / the Michelson family to have the serum, and now he's possibly going to get it. I think that it does fit his personality. A leader, someone who thinks they're strong, somebody who's willing to take charge, fight, you know, dominant alpha. He is one, and he would be good to have it. And even if I was not going to go after KLAUS and the family, I would take it anyway, just because I had those powers. So I'm excited. But again, it's one of those. If he goes after them, he should die. I always say that. If you go after them, your consequence should be death. Lucien got it as soon as he extracted it, he was dead. Aurora should be dead, even though they've not killed her yet. Just anyone. Michael, he went after them finally. When he managed to stop it, he died. And yeah, so I think that if you go after him, you die. That's just the way it is now. I don't want Marcel to die, but I think that's what should when you lose the battle after the war, you know what I mean? And that is going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. Really exciting stuff what's going on, to be honest. You know, we've gone down the avenue where Vincent and Marcel are going to be the ones going after the Michelsons. I'm assuming just for the last 2 episodes of the season. We don't usually carry storylines over into the next one, so I'm saying it's going to be concluded in these next 2 episodes. Now, I have no problem with it, because it's 2 characters that I actually really enjoy. I like Vincent very much. I think he's a great witch. He's really strong, and like I said many times, he's a massive, massive improvement and fantastic addition to the show. Now, Marcel, I don't think we've used him that much this season. Now, obviously, he was involved with the Strix and stuff, but I do think that his best attributes are possibly this role that he's going to undertake in the last 2 episodes. So, very exciting. Now, him and Vincent are both blaming the Michelsons for what's happened, but I've just obviously made my case there. I think it's nothing to do with them. Yeah, they might have had a small bit of small play in the factors, but so has Marcel. Massively. He has got to play a massive factor in what's happened to Davina. So he can't blame nobody but himself if he's blaming people. Now, do I think Davina's dead? No, I don't. They've definitely played it off. That last episode she did that, and now she's been over to the ancestors. They played it off again that she is dead now. We've seen her. They had like a, you know, I love you, thanks so much, you know, you've always been there for me and all. It's kind of like a little send-off, but I don't think it is a send-off. Everybody seems to get a decent one. No, I'm not saying that wasn't. It was okay, but it didn't feel like a send-off. Even Finn got a better one than Davina. So I do think she's going to be back in the show. Camille, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm not too sure. I feel like she might be gone. Now, I really badly want to check if she's still in the show, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait and hope. I'm excited with Elijah and Haley. What's going on there? Looks like they're getting closer again. You know, KLAUS, mate, he's been absolutely wise this episode. He told her, man, look, yeah, we don't know how long we've got left, you know, and see what happened to Camille. I thought I told her everything. I was an open book. Everything that I wanted to say, I thought I told her, and now she's gone. I feel like there's so much more that I didn't tell her. And, you know, she's like, I'm the same. And he's like, well, not really. You know, the person that you love is still here, yet his life is taking. You know, something could happen at any moment and he could be gone. Go and tell him what you feel. What a good bit of information, wisdom, whatever's, you know, like, I don't even know what you'd say that, like, good insight from KLAUS. You know, I feel like this episode, he's been really good. Like, he's done the right thing throughout the whole episode, man. Literally, you know, I thought that he was going to say, yeah, go, like, use Davina and go for it. He didn't. No, it's got to be another way. We can't do that, you know. You know, about Camille, okay, we'll bury her now. She wanted this and that. You know, we didn't see that at the start. Yeah, you, Haley, go here, go there, do that. Like, bend the knee. He actually bent the knee as well, mate. Jon Snow bent the knee. It's like, it's just interesting because he's put his whatever, he done the right thing. Like, he pushed his pride aside. You know what I mean? Like, usually he would stand up, bend the knee, be like, no chance, mate. Just kill her then. Do you know what I mean? I'm not bending my knee to you. In reality, who cares if you bend that knee? If you're going to save Haley's life, you're going to save Haley's life. That's what he done. He bent it, give him a few seconds. Elijah come in, like, fought him. Freya come in, dominated with a spell, took him out, killed him. He had to die. I love how he put the little smiley face on him. We've seen that on the dead bodies that was introduced when he first come into New Orleans, and then we've seen it in the backstory that Tristan done it to him, and what a fitting way to get it done to you again just before you die, you know. So really good from all of them. Freya's really good, such a team player, you know. Like, she was helping the Michaelsons, and then she just dived straight over, started helping Davina, and obviously she went against Davina, but she done it for the greater good. In my opinion, it was the right play to do. Now, obviously, you could disagree with that, but I feel like taking Lucien out, yeah, is worth taking Davina down as well. So, like, if you have to take Davina down to take Lucien out to save pretty much everybody, obviously, like, they saved themselves. Really, they're doing it to save themselves, but having somebody like Lucien on the earth is not is not smart. And if you can have one casualty, sadly, Davina had to be it, but I do think that she's strong enough to stay alive, so I don't think she's gone. Kol as well, he's still, I really like Kol. I actually do, like, because his character, it goes up and down all the time in terms of, like, his actions, and, like, sometimes he does the right thing, sometimes he doesn't. I feel like killing that guy at the end, I think that was the right thing. I had no problem with it. You know, I hate the witches, me. Like, they all think they're absolutely sick. His mum thinks that she's an absolute beast. She thinks she's took Davina out. She might have as well. Who knows? You know, it looks like she has. But I've just never liked most of them, literally, since they've all been introduced. The only one that I kind of didn't mind was Genevieve, like, and she was kind of bad as well, yeah? Like, she wanted to go and kill the baby, but only because she was trying to save her own life and shit scared. So, like, it was one of those 50-50s, like, I hate what you're doing, but I don't mind you actually in the show. When everybody else, literally Bastiana, Sophie Devereaux annoyed me, you know. We had Monique, who was the other one as well, who come back as Esther. She was annoying. Like, all of them literally have been annoying, apart from Vincent. And Davina, do you know what? Davina's kind of annoying, but I actually don't mind Davina. She's one of those where, like, one episode she annoys me, next episode, wow, you're really good, really strong, I'm enjoying it, and then annoys me again, and then I'm really loving that storyline that you got with Kol. So she's up and down, Davina, literally, in my opinion. But in terms of, like, witches, I don't mind her. I think the show's better with her in it. Every other witch can get away, get in a bin, and I want her to come back and dominate and beat them all. So I'm excited. Like I said, I feel like the storyline will be concluded in this season, last 2 episodes. Hoping Rebecca comes back. Why not? Why not get Rebecca back? You know, last 2 episodes, why would you not want to be in the final 2? They always go off in a bang and they always pop, and I can't wait. I'm really excited. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.